Well, greetings. It's the weekend, and this is your update. And unfortunately, I'm starting on a sad note, at least for my family. We had to say goodbye to Louie, who's been our wonderful pet cat. We've had him for a number of years, got him when he was a little bit older to begin with, and unfortunately, it was his time. So the boys, got a chance to say goodbye to him, and we gave him lots of love and a send off, but it's still a rough weekend. So we're doing what we can and hanging in there. Over on the Drums West YouTube channel, we did a short, and this is one from a longer video that we did about 16th note accents and how if you change that accent, it gives it a kind of a different polyrhythmic feel. And I'll just play that short in its entirety so Peter can explain the concept to you.
Okay, we're breaking up 16th notes into groups of 3 notes, accenting every third 16th note. And it's going to resolve every 3 measures. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and 1E and a 2 and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and a 2E and a 3E and a 4 and a 1E and a 2 and a 3 and a 4E and a 1. You hear this in a drum fill setting like this. In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins, accenting every third 16th note, and it gives it a polyrhythmic feel.
And then over on the Podcasting Store YouTube channel, I have been asked the question, what's in your bag? And I wanted to kind of take a deeper dive into all the gear that's in my bag, work related, but also content creation related. And there's a lot of overlap between that stuff, especially considering I use iPhones as cameras rather than having a separate camera. I just choose to use the one that's in my pocket. And that's part of this tip and kind of this clip I'm going to share from the video for that. So check out that clip from it if you haven't seen the whole video yet. And the last thing that's in my bag, and this bears a bunch of explaining, this is work stuff as well as recording stuff, but this is a GoRuck wire DOP, useful item. And then I usually keep in here 2 iPhones. Again, one of my backups is being used right now to record this, and these I use as cameras, so don't trade in those old phones. Keep them as cameras. The other thing with that is this universal cable. It's a USB-A to basically everything. Very, very useful, very, very worth the money. Get one of these. You'll never be without the cable that you need. And then also over on the Podcasting Store YouTube channel, content creator Darren Moston, he does some amazing stuff within DaVinci Resolve. And I am always seeking to make better video content, especially the edited stuff like the one you just saw. And one of the things that I'm still struggling with and learning how to do is color management. Well, he has an amazing video. It's under 15 minutes explaining some of the basic ideas in color management and how you can get DaVinci Resolve to do the hard work for you. I would strongly urge follow the link and take a look at that if you're doing anything in DaVinci Resolve, because you can get a really great baseline of your color management for all your cameras, regardless of format, in a really easy way. And here is a very, very, very short version of how you can do that.
But we're going to look today at DaVinci YRGB Color Manage, which is its own color management system, and it works really well. So I'm going to switch into DaVinci YRGB Color Managed, and it then says, what do you want to process? So we want to process in SDR, Standard Dynamic Range. We're not doing HDR just yet. And the output color space is going to be SDR Rec 709, which is correct for this project. So my display is Rec 709. That's where I want my output to be. I'm going to press save, and when I do, watch what happens to this image. It's automatically now gone into the correct settings for my Rec 709 Gamma 2.4 display. So the color management has transformed it from red color space into Rec 709 display space.
Seriously, that is a super amazing, easy thing to do. I use iPhones of different generations, so sometimes the color doesn't quite line up right. It's really helping, and I'm going to take a much deeper dive into this stuff, and as I discover more, I'll share it. And then over on the Podcasting Store Medium page, this week I reshared an essay, did a essay rewind of one that I wrote a couple years ago in honor of Memorial Day about when I got to go to Normandy and Omaha Beach on the 70th anniversary of the D-Day landings. And that was part of a GoRuck event. And our team weight that we carried with us was actually a cornet that had been in an army band at some point. And along our ways, we went from Omaha Beach to Pont du Hoc, which is was holy ground for Rangers, second Rangers, if you've ever met one. And then on our way back, we met a veteran who had been a gunner on one of the landing craft during the landings. And he was a gentleman named Lou. He has since passed away. And he had returned there to find where he had landed. And he told us the story of that. And all he really said about it, in terms of editorializing, was that was a hard day. I can't imagine what he went through. And so at the end of the event, when we got back to the Omaha Beach Monument, which is in that picture right there, you can see me. I got the opportunity to play taps there for the assembled crowd. It was one of the most amazing honors that I've had as a trumpet player, as a person in my life. So I was really grateful to have had that opportunity. So that is your weekend update. As always, thank you so much for watching. Love your pets, love your family, love everyone that's around you because you don't know what time you have with them. Comment below, like, share, subscribe, tell me what you think. We'll catch up with you next time.
If you enjoyed the weekend update, do me a favor and follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channels, or visit our websites. This is Drew with Boomer Music Company and thepodcastingstore.com. Thanks for listening.